Hello there. I have a cocktail to talk about. One of the most divisive and possibly the most famous cocktail of all time, the martini. The epitome of sophistication, distinction, and suaveness, which I think is a word, has to originate somewhere, and as you can probably predict, many hands grasp at the title of inventor of the martini. There are some early forerunners of the martini. A cocktail called the Martinez rears its head somewhere in San Francisco, either created by a bartender at the Occidental Hotel, or by a bartender in the town next door called Martinez, or by a bartender named Martinez. Anyway, it appears in a cocktail book around 1887, and sort of vaguely resembles a martini in name, and the fact that it contains gin and vermouth. But it contains the wrong gin, Old Tom, and the wrong vermouth, Sweet. Sort of resembles more of a Negroni but missing the key Amaro elements. The earliest drink that I can find that passes muster as a modern day martini is not actually called a martini, it's called a marguerite, described in 1904 as a 2-to-1 cocktail with 2 parts Plymouth gin, 1 part dry vermouth with a dash of orange bitters. The first written iteration of an actual dry martini is in 1907. By a San Fran bartender by the name of William Boothby. The Knickerbocker Hotel in New York says that they invented it in 1911, 4 years after Boothby wrote his cocktail book, so that's a bit of a ludicrous claim, but I thought I'd mention it anyway. How to make a martini became so contentious over time that the American Standards Association released a rather hilarious pamphlet on the safety codes and requirements of making a dry martini. Please pause to peruse. There are a bunch of other drinks that use the "tini" suffix, or describe themselves as martinis. These, however, are not martinis. They just come in a martini-shaped glass, in the same way that putting something in a pint glass does not make it beer. Nowadays, the IBA, or International Bartender Association, calls for a 6-to-1 ratio of gin to white vermouth, garnished with either a peel of lemon or a green olive. But this is entirely subjective to personal taste. Follow along for more. Cheers.